Re3D had the honor of helping to stress test AMCPR, which is America Make's new exchange for enabling rapid additive manufacturing production responses during times of crisis, much like we did during the COVID-19 pandemic. America Makes designed AMCPR to be this long-lasting solution to host design files, review them for safety, and when needed, distribute them to the American additive manufacturing community for production. We took part in a mock crisis scenario called Earthquakes Earn Enmity, and it was designed to simulate a response to an earthquake taking out critical infrastructure like water delivery systems, otherwise known as pipes. Ironically, just as we were kicking off the mock crisis scenario, we hit a real crisis here in Texas. A hard freeze dropped temperatures to record lows all across the states. Many people lost power as the power grid failed to keep up with demand, and many people's pipes burst, which created a shortage of plumbing supplies. It illustrated in very real detail how important this AMCPR exchange could be, where additive manufacturing companies could step in during times of crisis and fill the gaps while traditional manufacturing industries retool their factories. So back to the mock scenario, we met over the course of a few months to walk through all of the testing. The first step was to design a pipe coupling that could be successfully manufactured with 3D printing. The design work was done by a group at the University of Texas at El Paso, who then passed it off to America Makes for approval, and then it was validated by a separate UT El Paso group that was not involved in the original design. They used the America Makes exchange to pass files back and forth, review them, and eventually validate them for use on the exchange. Acting as a supplier, Re3D stepped in along with Rapid Application Group, IC3D, Stratasys, and Markforged to 3D print the requested couplings according to their parameters. The first thing we did was download the technical data package, and then we reviewed it with our contract printing team. We sliced it according to the parameters in the TDP and printed it on Gigabot 3 Plus XLT out of ABS filament. The 3 couplings that we printed were 2 inches, 4 inches, and 8 inches in diameter. And then to finish out that section of the testing, we mailed our couplings to the group that was acting as the requester, in this case, ASTM International. So throughout the process, we advised America Makes on revisions and modifications they could make to the AMCPR exchange to help with usability and accessibility of their platform. Some things we talked about were the variations in different FDM industrial 3D printers as far as size and material and slicing, as well as changes to improve communication and troubleshooting. One of the highlights of participating in the testing of the AMCPR exchange was taking part in some of the final testing, where we got to work with our customer and fellow America Makes member, Pampton 3D. We got to observe how the improvements to the exchange that had been made in just a few short months really eased Pam's access and introduction into becoming a participant in the exchange. Now that all of the testing is done and the AMCPR exchange is live, we invite you to create an account as a designer, a supplier, or a requester, and join us in using your skills and ingenuity to be prepared for the next time we face a crisis, so we'll all be ready.